Hi, I'm Anthony Analetta with Sonny's The Car Wash Factory. Today we're here at Big Dan's Car Wash, and we're visiting a couple of their sites to learn how in 5 short years they've grown over 20 locations across Georgia and Florida, and have almost the same number of sites under construction while moving into Carolinas and Alabama. These guys have a great story about how they came to be and how fast they've grown. Even during all this time, they're looking back at all the original locations to see how they can elevate the look, the quality, and the customer experience. They decided to use Sonny's and Sonny's Car Wash Services to bring the original sites to the same standard as the brand new locations that were built from the ground up. So let's meet co-founder and COO Trip Flournoy and marketing manager Ann Page Wilson and learn how they set out to achieve a consistent Big Dan's brand at all their washes.
Big Dan was Jay Shaddy's grandfather, who's our president. Back in 2020, he came to me and wanted to explore the car wash industry. We had a location down in Fairburn, Georgia, that we were able to rebrand in an acquisition. So that was the first Big Dan's location. Jay had been working on a few real estate deals for car wash space. About 8 months later, we opened our second location, Rome, Georgia, also where our corporate headquarters is. So that was 2021, and now we're at 21 locations, and we've been rolling. Detail that we have to go through to find out what all needs to be changed out. Specific to the Fairburn scenario, it was about 2.5 years old. The tunnel definitely needed some improvements. They were using RFID, standard menus. So we pretty much did a revamp in the tunnel, new pay stations, Sonny's LPRs, Sonny's digital menus. And then, that was 2020, so last year we went back and did a full gut of the tunnel, all new equipment. We closed on a Sunday night. The remodel demo of the tunnel started simultaneously. Monday morning, all of our new equipment was here. The installers were here. They got started. By that next Monday around lunch, it was ready to go. Car Wash Services did a great job in completing this project in a week's time, and obviously very happy with the turnout. We feel that our members and our customers there saw a lot of value in that. Definitely saw an uptick in memberships following that revamp. So really happy with the decision to put money back into that store. If we want happy customers, if we want to be putting out a perfect car, it's going to need to have the equipment necessary to do that. A lot of times we're seeing them upgrade to higher packages because they see the value in it. And then as far as new customers or customers who weren't members prior to, they definitely see the value. Our team does a great job in educating them on what we've done and what we're providing compared to what we had originally. And we see a huge increase in membership sales during that first month for sure. The ceramic process is light years ahead of the wax, the standard wax wash. So being able to go from 3 times the shine in a 3-step process with the ceramic to a 5 times the shine with a 5-step layering carbon coating process with the graphene. We've tried to do different promotions with our graphene package to allow the customers and existing members to test it at a discounted cost. And with that, we've seen that they see a lot of value in it. They're definitely realizing that the wash is enhanced with that graphene coating. So at the end of the day, boosting membership, average tickets, which obviously we love that, but also enhancing the members' perspective on what Big Dan's is providing them. Hydroflex, they've added a few different products over the last year or two. If that's with your WaterLink or AirLink boards, it really has made their products specific to air distribution, water distribution, a lot more condensed and easier to use. With their Hydroflex boards, there's a lot of new innovations out there with tracking chemical usage with the ChemSense system. The Bullseye system to go hand in hand with those boards. It allows us to, clean up the equipment room, keep our inventory more on a shelving system that's more clean, at the end of the day, it just makes it a way easier environment to move around in, and a lot less weight that our team has to carry around the back room. License plate recognition, once we got them in the system on the LPR, it just made it so much easier for the customers to change as needed, not having to change out a sticker, simply go online and change their license plate. It also allowed for customers to move a little quicker through the pay station. I felt that the RFID's read time took a little longer than the LPR. LPR is very fast and the gate's opening, pretty much immediately. Being able to use the back office and see license plates, and you can simply make changes remotely with it. I think that operationally that's huge. With the digital queue, it allows our loader, our CSA, to easily change vehicles around in the queue, delete vehicles as needed, verify that the car is getting the right wash. The digital queue is huge within the LPR system itself, so a lot of value there, and really like the product. So the digital menus, they make it nice. If you need to change your marketing, if you change your pricing, if you want to inform customers on any changes at the site, if that's operationally or new offerings, they make it easy for our team to be able to communicate to the customers. With the digital menu, you can change it whenever you'd like, and they always look brand new.
Now let's meet the marketing manager for Big Dan's, Paige Wilson, who will talk to us about their grand openings and how they've evolved their brand through their growth.
So the timing of Fairburn was actually perfect because we were ready to launch graphene all at the same time. So we closed down, remodeled the tunnel, we remodeled outside. It's important to note that Fairburn was actually an acquisition. So it doesn't look like a Big Dan's. It doesn't have the same curb appeal, which is really why we went to that infinity lighting system. We wanted more of a wow factor, both external and internal. So we, through a company, texted everybody to let them know we'd be closed for a week. We put up signs. We tried to, communicate as much as possible to try to minimize the amount of customers who are upset with when you're closed for a week. And then same thing, when we got ready to relaunch and reopen, we texted all of our customers again to say, hey, Big Dan's is back. We're better than ever, all new equipment, and come try out our brand new graphene package. We did a promo to give people kind of a taste of what that graphene was like. And I will say we even painted the booms. They were black. Trash cans were black. Booms were black. The building really didn't have a lot of pop to it. So we painted the building, changed all of our signage. Slam actually created all of our logos back in 2020. And so we used to use a ribbon logo, but now we're really going with the whole thumbs up with Big Dan. And so we rebranded the building as well, and it's been a huge hit with the customers. The Slam team is great. We are a very customer-centric company. And so I really look for customer-centric vendors. And that is probably the best description of the team at Slam. I like to think I'm super easy to work with. They're probably laughing when they see this part of the interview. But the thing with them is that they are there when I need them, regardless of what the need is. And we're really, they probably don't want me to promote this, but regardless of how last minute it is. I mean, the car wash world, we could be opening at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and at 7:58, you're suddenly not open. And so they have consistently helped me turn whatever messaging I had on a dime. So as I mentioned earlier, they actually helped create our initial brand elements and graphic elements. They designed our mascot, which is kind of a caricature of Big Dan himself. They do my organic social media, our paid digital advertising. They sync all of our listings with numerous directories. They built our initial website. Really, they're kind of my go-to for everything that we need from a marketing standpoint. The car wash world is different than their typical retail world. I mean, people want to try the product. It's not like, ordering online from your favorite company. They want to come here first, and then they may go to your website and actually purchase memberships. So we're kind of doing a combination of campaigns. So as we were building a brand, it was brand awareness. Then it was driving traffic. So, promote something, push them to come to the wash. Now it's a three-prong approach. We do those other two, and then we're actually pushing them to our website where we're offering online promotion. So combination, we do mostly Google advertising, some Facebook advertising. We'll also boost some posts on Instagram. That's also what I love about working with them. I threw out an idea the other day and they're like, you're really not going to get the bang for your buck. So we backed up, we came up with a different strategy. That's really their expertise. Digital advertising is not my expertise. So I tell them what I want, they create it, they tell me what I can and can't do. But you know, we're very strategic. You can throw money to the wind. And I think that's what car wash people have to learn, is that it doesn't do any good just to cast your net. You need to be very strategic about how you're casting your net. So we do some geofencing around areas that are near us, apartment complexes, neighborhoods, you know, car dealerships. So people that we know are going to be our audience, they're very good about like taking this target and making the target like this, and then so that we can actually track the return on investment, which I think can sometimes be hard. We also partner with them on reputation management, which has been huge for us. When we just had a couple of sites, you know, you would get a Google review and I could instantly respond to it. But then, you know, we were at 8, then we were at 10, then we were at 18, right. And we have a very strategic plan on each individual site about trying to encourage people to leave us Google reviews, but then you have to manage that process. So that team does that reputation management for me as well. We sit down, we talk about, you know, here's how I want you to reply in various scenarios, and they just automatically happen. If there's a review that they're like, hey, what do you think? Then either I do it or I communicate through them about, hey, this is what I'd like for you to say to this customer. But that has been huge for this company as we grew. A team of one cannot accomplish all that. So, you know, they like to say, like, you're a team of one, but really, you know, you're a team of, you know, X number because you have all of us. At Fairburn, we only had a regular, traditional kind of sign. And the issue with that, the biggest issue with that is if you change prices or change packages or add something like graphene or take something away, then your sign is instantly obsolete. So there's that delay in actually getting it updated till you can get a new panel or a brand new piece. So then you're covering it and it doesn't look professional. That's what I love about a digital menu. I mean, I can make a change on a dime. The digital menus today, one's running a pollen special. My all customers lane is running a simplified menu. If we want to communicate something about, you know, holiday hours or upcoming promos, they build it out at client design services. I tell them where and when to launch it, and boom, it just happens. I love the LPR because you can tell customers are like, oh my gosh, it's like it feels so cutting edge compared to the sticker that they're used to. Our customers love the fact, especially our members, that they pull up, it reads it, it tells the tunnel what, you know, wash they get, and they just keep on moving. We live in a time-starved world. I mean, I would think all of us here today, that's the one thing, if we could have more of, it would be time. So anything you can do to give that customer back, even just a few seconds of time, is pretty monumental at times. So to be able to take the Fairburn site and make it as consistent as my others are, with the thumb, with the coloring, with the booms, really just starts elevating our brand as a whole, especially in markets where we only have one wash. We have a pretty strategic acquisition pipeline. And so doing that and doing it the right way is going to be huge for us.
First off, I want to give a big thank you to Trip Flournoy and Paige Wilson. It's been an amazing opportunity to dive into everything Big Dan's has been doing so well to successfully grow their business. From signage, service, equipment, chemistry, marketing, I'm proud that they've trusted Sonny's to support their growth behind the scenes. It's been really cool to come here today and see all of it play out. I look forward to working with Big Dan's as they continue to build and grow their car wash brand. Thank you again for watching, and as always, good luck and good washing.